What's good, y'all? Once again, want to welcome y'all to OG Suicide in the building. And today I got my family in the building with me, man. Young Rob, Detroit, Michigan. Loved one, what's good, man?
What's the word? What up, though?
Man, everything's good, man. Everything's good. You might want to pull your mic a little bit closer. Man, everything's good, man. So tell me, man, what's life like, man? Where you come from?
Man, it's good. It's
Okay,
good. Just maneuvering, learning how to maneuver.
okay,
You know,
okay. You born and raised.
born and raised. Yeah.
How was it as in your childhood days, coming up, growing up? What was life like?
Life was different. Single
Diff-
parent, come from a single parent home.
Okay.
Five of us,
Oh, okay.
and so just learning, being second oldest under my sister, just learning always how to be the man and take care of responsibilities.
Okay.
So
Okay. Okay. So pretty much when you say different,
just really just learning like life is a learning. It's just a
every
big
day.
learning process every day.
Okay.
And you just learn who you are, how to become who you are,
Okay.
and things to make you who you are.
Okay.
So it's like, a lot of things was placed in that way so we could be in this position.
Okay. Well, like as far as your surroundings, how was the surroundings you grew up at? Was it bad? Was it decent, or how was it?
I'm going to tell you a real story.
Mm-hmm.
We never understand how bad something is
Okay.
until we normalize a lot of bad things
Mm-hmm.
until you get older and you look back like, damn, that was messed up. So, but my mom did great. I'm going to just say it like that.
Okay. Okay. The schools y'all went to,
Schools
how
was
were they?
good. I ended up doing a lot of traveling. My her husband was in the military,
Oh, okay.
so I traveled. I lived in Germany for a few years. My
How old were
pop,
you?
I was young, like 4.
Okay.
Then I stayed there until I was like 8. Learned German and everything. Moved from there to what they call Fort Carson, just Colorado. Stayed out there for a while. A lot of gang stuff going on out there at the time.
And how long were you there?
I was there for like a year. Then I
Okay.
remember my grandma, she worked for it's like a juvenile home.
Okay.
So and just the stuff we was getting into out there. Like my best friend, he got shot when I was 4th grade. So she drove from Michigan, came out there and got us. And,
Like I'm
took
getting
us
y'all
back.
away from this.
Yeah,
This
it was
ain't
just too
it,
much
huh?
going on, man. So moved back to the crib, and then just there, like all them experiences, all the traveling, it just always made me think bigger.
How old were you when you were there?
When I was there, I was probably like 9,
9.
yeah,
Okay.
9 and 10.
Were you there when your friend got shot?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
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 As far as seeing it, no. As far
Okay.
as just remembering that time period,
Okay.
and just you can't really describe all the time. You just know it's a feeling there. It's
Okay.
an energy, should I say, in a room,
Okay.
and just like dang, like just a disbelief of just
Mhm.
everything going on. Like I just like, dang, this is real. Like, you know what I'm saying? I remember we used to watch Gang Bang in Little Rock when we was young.
Oh wow.
Remember that? And in Arkansas, and it'd be like, yo, this is crazy. But then we was right there in the midst of it.
Okay.
So, but then ironically, my pops, he lived actually out here in Cali.
Okay.
So I was coming out here with him, and just I saw all walks of life, and it just, like I said, all of that. That's why I say my whole childhood growing up was a learning process.
Mm.
I learned how to perceive a lot of things. I learned how to deal and cope with a lot of things.
Okay.
I seen that over here it could be green as could be the grass. Over here it could be this. Like it's just, man.
Oh yeah, it's different.
But I'm thankful for every single experience, situation that I've ever been put in.
Okay.
So
Okay. And would you happen to move around a lot like that? Would you say it ever affected you in any kind of way?
you know what? It used to, as it, as it may be to any kid.
At
You know,
what age bracket? At
I'm gonna say
what time?
between that young, like the 9 to 12 age,
Okay.
because that's when you start feeling yourself a little bit. You're going into middle school and all of that, and
All your
it's just like,
friends
yeah.
and
And I'm like,
females
so in
and
Colorado, I didn't want to leave because even though my friends was bad as hell, these was my friends. Like
yeah,
I
regardless,
knew
them
how
your
to roll
friends.
with them. Like we
Yeah.
knew what it was. So now it's like, man, I gotta go start over again. Like I was tired of moving for a while. Like then I started looking at it as new opportunity.
Okay.
Like this is the chance to not only reinvent, but to fix what you what you would have done different in other situations
You
and start
started to
over.
grow with it.
Yeah, it was a fresh start. So I started liking it. But then, it do come a time where you want to have that group of people that do know you,
Mm.
So
Because you constantly
mixed emotions.
re-meeting, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
New people pretty
Gotta
much. You
learn
went through
I
that a
gotta
lot.
learn this
Yeah.
person. I gotta learn that person.
Yeah, I've been knowing
Gotta
this
figure out
person
this
for
area where it's good to go, where it's not good to go.
okay.
Stuff
All
like
over
that.
again.
Yeah.
Okay. Did it ever get you to a point to where you said like bothered you to where like brung on depression?
Man, when I was younger, but it was more like anxiety.
Anxiety.
Yeah,
Okay.
like, and you know how sometimes you got to really sit down and figure out, like, you got to work through your issue and figure out like what's the issue, like what's really bothering me.
Yes.
And I think the anxiety was brought on by the not knowing, the fear of
Mm.
not knowing what's
Okay.
next, the fear of not knowing how to move, or So we all as people, like I just been studying this with a lot of people I deal with, whether it's business, relationships, just in general.
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody they operate at a certain comfort level,
Okay.
and anytime you're outside of that realm, you start feeling anxiety because you don't know. Like the average person has anxiety because they
Yes.
don't know.
Yes.
And at first, I'm thinking it's something bad. Like, oh my God, I
You
remember,
you had panic
man,
attacks?
I had one before,
Yeah.
and it felt like, man, my chest was hurt and my heart was beating.
Beating
Then it felt
fast.
like I was kind of numb.
Mm.
And I'm sitting there, I'm like, yo, I'm scratched. I'm like, yo, am I good? And I thought I was dying.
It came
You
out of
know what I'm
nowhere.
saying? Yeah. But I had to look at everything I had going on at the time. It was a lot of big moves from these, with these record companies
Okay.
to, I had my firstborn. You know what I'm saying? It was just a lot of things going
Okay.
on at once that was just like kind of fast. And I didn't know how to deal with it at first.
Didn't really know
And
how
then
to cope,
yeah,
huh?
I didn't know what it was. Then you start feeling like that. You like, damn, I'm going crazy. You know what I'm saying? But it's not. It's normal.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You just gotta, what Martin say, Musa. For
Yeah.
real.
Yeah. Did you ever get to a point where you had to take medication for it?
I know they try to give me Clonopin. You
Okay.
know,
Okay.
but I was like, man, I'll pray about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'll
Yeah.
just pray and work it out, and I was good,
Yes.
man.
Okay.
Prayer do fix a lot of things for sure. I mean,
Mandatory.
everything.
And you say you have a child?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So,
How old is your child?
I got 4 kids. But
Okay, you have 4. Okay.
leave it at that.
Okay. 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 That's what's up. Well, you don't have to mention their
Yeah,
names.
yeah, yeah. I just,
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. That's what's up. That's what's
yeah.
up.
Just really, man, that's it, man. Just so just trying to work through everything and just knowing where your power come from.
Okay.
So,
Do you still have those like panic attacks at
man, I ain't had
this
them
point in your
so
life?
long.
It's been a long time.
It's been a long time, and like I said, I figured out how to work through things.
Okay.
Like, okay, what's really going on? Why do you feel this way? Like identifying my feelings.
Okay.
And a lot of men, especially in the black community, feel like it's a weakness.
And it's not.
It's man, it's a superpower.
Yeah.
Because anytime you could really sit down
Mm-hmm.
and you got 30 things going on, and you what do you say, compartment? What is it called?
Multitask.
Yeah, not even multitask. That's another word, but just putting everything in this space, in this space, in this
Okay.
space, and working through each problem in your head. Man, you a damn near genius, bro. And that's, like I said, that's why I say it's more of a superpower.
Okay.
Because you know how to multitask. You learn how to do all of that with this. So you just can't look at everything as negative, man. You got to find the good through
Even through the
everything.
bad, you got to
Even the
think
bad,
positive. You have to. It's very
And prayer
important.
worked a lot. Prayer
Always.
worked a lot.
Always.
Like I'm so big on prayer. Like in the morning when I wake up,
Okay.
the first thing I do, I gotta wake up, say my prayers, thank God, for waking
Yes,
me up,
yes,
say blessing me and my
yes.
family, read my Bible, morning devotion. And I feel like honestly that's what stopped. Cause I said, you know what? Like I say, cast out your fears
Mm-hmm.
unto him, you know what I'm saying? And I just say, God, I can't do nothing low.
Yes.
I cast my cares, worries, concerns unto you. And I feel like that gets me through a lot.
Okay.
Sometimes I just got to stop and do that through the day.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, that's better than any prescription a doctor could prescribe.
Oh yes, prescription is definitely not more powerful.
Mm-mm.
Okay, and what do you have going now? Pretty much at this point in your life, what are you doing?
Man, this has been a blessed year, not just financially, but relationship wise.
Okay.
From my partners I've met to TV shows. You know, we got a TV show. I just came a producer on. Started off as an actor.
Okay.
It's called Shots. The
Can you
creators,
talk about it?
yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
What is shots?
Shots is a TV series, and it started with actually about an exonerating.
Okay.
You know, and that's how it came. So that was developed by my partner Shannon Anderson.
Okay.
Then like I say, Herb Bellamy helped create it. Wendy, executive producer of it. So it's Shots is something.
It's out right now
It'll be out like March,
in
March
March.
April.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we shot for that for like months. It was dope being on set. Great cast. You know, list of names is dope. So
Okay.
that'll be out
That's good.
soon.
That's good.
We have a movie we did actually called City God Forgot. And that's me, my guy, Mr. BMB Peanut, once again, Wendy, Shan, you know, and we all a part of that. Joy, you know, author AJ Brown. So that's one of the projects we're doing, and that's gonna be big. We got Freeway Rick Ross in it,
Oh yeah, that's
uh,
family.
JD Williams that played
Okay.
Bodie, Trey
Okay.
Cheney. Man, it's a lot
The
of
list
people.
goes
The
on.
list goes on, brother. A lot of great talent, you know, starring myself, AJ Brown again. She's starring in it. So really, man, just grinding.
Staying active.
Just finish a book. You
Yeah.
know,
Okay. And what's the book about?
book is called Fire Line by AJ Brown. So it's just about life. It's more fantasy, but it's real situations, self defense, a lot of mental health issues are there. You know, with the lady going through with anxiety, she got attacked. Then she found her attacker. She fighting it all. Like it's dope, man. Y'all gotta get that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's out.
It's out on Amazon, Kindle, everything.
Okay.
So really, between the Fireline book to Shot series to City God Forgot, now we also have a shirt that we produce with a Coat of Individuality, who's the #1 denim company right now. So we got a shirt that we're putting out called City God Forgot, and
Okay.
they're putting that in a new line. And we also have the song City God Forgot that we really
And that's
pushing.
you. The record is you.
Yep,
Oh, okay.
yep. Me
Okay.
featuring my guy CMC Guapo. Yep, and it's called City God Forgot. Went crazy the first week. Did over like 20,000.
Okay.
So,
So it's out.
it's out.
Okay.
It's big.
Okay. That's
It's big,
good. Any music video for it? Or?
Music video, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when we dropped it, it's like the anticipation from the film was building up so good.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't really in a recording zone because I got a major distribution through Sony Orchard.
Okay.
So I just really wanted to feeling to record no more. So
No?
I'm on set one day, and just back to the anxiety, a lot of things going on.
Okay.
And
Okay.
when you have anxiety episodes, you just kind of like you shut down sometimes too. And I was in that funk, you know what I'm saying? One day I'm waiting on set to record, to start filming,
Uh-huh.
and we had a studio scene, ironically. And I'm just like, yo, I said, man, put that beat on. Like, I'm just sitting here wasting time. And next day, recorded like 15 minutes. Dude came in, he was in the scene. He's like, yo, that's hot. Got in. We literally recorded that song in about 30 minutes, if even that. And I'm talking
Okay.
about mix and master, put it out. Then the radios in Detroit got a hold of it. So like the iHeartMedias, WJLB, Hot 107.5, they all started playing the song.
Okay.
So it did
So
numbers.
you get a
that
lot of
first week.
support.
Oh yeah, Detroit, that's
hometown.
home. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And that's very important. Like
Mhm.
home is where it starts.
Yes, that's where it starts.
Yes.
But
Mandatory.
it's funny because sometimes you do have to go outside of your home.
Mm-hmm.
Back to Bible, it's crazy.
Mhm.
A prophet is without honor in his own hometown.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to go somewhere else. Sometimes they see what you're doing, then if you bring it back home.
Yeah, like when we was doing music in, 80s, 90s, back in those days, like we would go back east, back
Yeah.
south, and push the music back there and let the music, blow up.
Mhm.
So by the time it came back to Cali, it was already out there. So it was open arms, but it's different. And we didn't have the digital
Okay.
game. So it's so easy now. You could record a record on your phone and
Yeah.
upload it right away with no problem. We didn't have that. We had to really physically get out there, and
That's what's
shake
up.
hands and really talk to people, get to know people. Now it's like cats just talk through, social
Yeah.
media, and
I
you meet
mean-
them in person. You're like, wait, what happened?
Some of the cats that like I had like even been on set, like I worked with Jamal Woodler
Okay.
that played Notorious B.I.G. And we met online, talked to him. Same with Trey, and our bonds been like this.
That's what's up.
So I do like social media because I feel like it really.
Oh no, I ain't knocking it.
No,
You,
no, no,
you
no.
can
I
make,
get what
you
you're
can,
saying.
yeah.
But it just, for me, it has built some of them relationships that's like stronger than the people I've been around on my whole life.
Oh yeah, you'll find that, man. You'll
Yeah.
meet some good people, definitely. That's practical strangers that will be more solid, man, than people you've been knowing for a long time.
That's
You
crazy.
know, I
right?
experienced that. Oh yeah. It's crazy, but it's just actual life.
Mhm.
You know, because sometimes, man, as um, the same people you see going up, you see going down,
Yeah.
and then a lot of people don't understand the process of actually getting out here doing the footwork.
Mhm.
Some people watch you do the footwork and then feel entitled. You know,
Man, we done damn near went to wars over that.
I'm just
No, like,
saying,
for real.
yeah,
It's crazy.
yeah. And they sit and wait on the sideline, and oh man, I knew it. You know,
because this is what it is, and through my what can I say, what I've gone through.
Okay,
Like people want to always be a part of something, but they don't want to put that bread up. And people don't understand, man. Like everything you do takes money. Whether
does.
it was the TV show,
Yes.
the film, putting this song out, doing a mass promotion, like it takes real money.
Yeah,
And a lot of people, it's like
putting gas in the car to get there.
You get what I'm saying? You working on
Plane
guys
trips.
that's like, dang, I got $300 to my name. Do I want to put it in this song or do I want to do this? Like my pops always just say, you're going to either pay now or you're going to pay later.
Yeah,
So
and sometimes when you pay later, you pay double.
You pay double. And with me, I always been, like I said, I traveled so much
Mm-hmm.
that it created, it made me a monster where like I just see this vision.
Okay.
And I'm always thinking bigger. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's never what you see in the now. It's always future and putting up for that.
Yes.
So, go hard or go home, and I'm the one, I'll put my bread where my mouth is. And a lot of people won't do that. So you tell them, they're like, yo, we should do this, that. And they like, okay, they really can't see the vision, which I understand. Then when you start moving, it's like, damn.
Then they see it.
Now it's like, well, shit,
But
you should help me out. 'cause
You
know
down
now.
here, yeah.
But now it's like, no, like, it don't work like that.
But some cats would rather look like they got it.
Yeah.
That's the time we live in now. They want to look like they got it. In reality, like, nah.
Well, I mean, social media, man, to me, social media, like, you want to talk about anxiety and all of that. Social media, to me, created all of that. You know what I'm saying? People feeling like, you got to think, we battling people that's posting their highlight clips. So we seeing all these stars with just highlight clips of, hey, we at the club popping bottles. Oh, I'm over here on this yacht with all my friends.
Yes.
Or, yo, I got a relationship. My man just took me out to dinner. But we not seeing the aftermath. What happened when you leave that yacht? What happened when you hang up this phone? How y'all communication? What so we just
The stuff
we're
you
trying to
went
compete
through to
against highlights.
get to that yacht.
We're competing against highlights. It's impossible. So then people let that start determining where they should be at. Oh man, they doing this, I should be doing this. I heard a girl, what she say, if a dude don't make $500,000 a year, he broke. And I'm like, where do y'all be coming up with this stuff at? Like,
Yeah.
$500,000 a year, like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? That's work. And I know, you get what I'm saying? But where do y'all come up with this stuff? Because we never just came in the game like, this is what we expecting to do. It was always, I used to be like, if I could make this by this, I'm cool. And
Yes.
It was just my personal goal
Okay.
of what I wanted to do, what I
Okay.
felt I needed. But even my list to just chill out right now, or should I say my number? Everybody got a number.
Mm-hmm.
It's different than the next person's number. The next person will be like, I need 10 million before I, sit down. I'll be like, everybody got different, everybody happy with different things too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, for real. And money don't make you happy.
at all. At all. I done had it. I done fell off. I done bounced back.
Okay.
True hustler. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like, you'll be broke as hell.
Mm-hmm.
You got to do bare minimum.
Yeah.
You
During
know?
the time you had it, what happened that you pretty much took a fall?
People. I think
Helping everyone?
helping everybody, feeling like I gotta save the world.
Okay.
Made everybody problem my problem.
Mm-hmm.
This person, they baby daddy can't pay child support. They about
Okay.
to lose their job. Damn. Well, let me hear. Here goes
Let me
money
help
for
you out.
daycare. Another homie. Oh shoot, my rent late. They gonna evict me. Damn. Let me help you out. Like, my heart, it's crazy to have to even say that. My heart messed me up with a lot of decisions because I thought with my heart.
Well, having a good heart is a blessing and a
It's
curse.
that part. So to me, it made me do this a lot of
Okay.
this. Now it's like, dang, if I think about it, I'm giving out of because I feel bad, not out of using your brain. Because people gonna give you a story if you sit down and let them give you a story.
Definitely.
But you got to do check and balance too at the same time.
Yeah.
You know, like we just did I always call it shoes for shorty. 'Cause I just like the name, but it really wasn't. But we gave shoes away at Mount Clemens High School.
Okay.
And even with that, it was just like, you know, some people you'll be wondering like, dang, do they really need this? Like, you know, we got a list from the school. They got all these people on there, and you know, then knowing people in the community, it's like they parents is doctors. Like people just want sometimes.
Yeah.
I know people go to the church to get a food box and they make good money, but it's because
freezer
it's free.
full, refrigerator. Yeah.
And
Some people think like that.
And I be on some. What about the people that really need that stuff? Like,
and that's what's important.
You know, if you can afford ramen noodles, bread, peanut butter, and jelly, you're not hurting. That's really that. Like my perception of life. Like I'm good with the simple things. You get what I'm saying? When I say
appreciate,
simple, yeah, I appreciate
the littlest
like,
things.
I'm still one of them dudes. We can just like when we was coming, my man Charles came and picked me up from the airport last night, right?
Okay.
Man, we going through the hills, we flying, got some Nipsey playing, you know what I'm saying? Windows rolled down, and we all just in the car, me, him, my guy Big G, and we just appreciating the vibe, you know, the nice weather, the cool breeze, you know, being in this. It was just something special.
Okay.
But see, I just described it like I said, it was something special.
Mm-hmm.
Most people be like, it was all right. We was just, all he did was pick us up from the airport. So it's really how you look at life. You know what I'm saying? I value the little things about it.
And that's important. I say it all the time.
Yeah.
If you don't value the little things, you definitely want to appreciate the big things.
But now, once again, back to the word.
Yeah.
You feel me? If he can't trust you with the little things, how he gonna trust you with the big things?
Mandatory.
So,
and during the time when, not to cut you off, but during the time when, let's say you took that fall, how many people you can actually say that, like, from all the people that you was giving to, how many of them you could actually say was there for you during that time?
Give me
when you needed.
Give me 5 seconds of silence right now, and that's how many was there.
Oh yeah, I know that feeling. I've been there.
Yeah, it's lonely.
I know it's very lonely.
It's lonely.
And some want to see you in that predicament. You know, some I've had it to the point, loved one, to where people have gave me lies, false stories of pain, just to get money out of me. And then you run into them, and they done took the money and went got a bottle from the store.
Oh boy, he
all
one
kinds
day.
of stuff.
I used to be cool with him, young dude. You know, that's my. You know, like they looked at me as the big homie, not because I was the big homie, just because I always had bread.
Okay.
You know, but we was all, when I think about like, we was all,
we was
like
all the same age, but like since you got all the money, you the big homie.
I'm the big homie.
Gas you up.
Gas me up. But it got me, you know? So he told me, story, man, I got a crib, I ain't got nothing to eat, you know, I ain't been eating. Like, why not? Man, da-da-da. All right, yo, here go $300 for some groceries. You know, you should be good off of this.
For sure.
And the next day we at the store, he buying $200 jeans. I'm looking like, and I just looked at him like,
he forgot.
Mental note. You feel me?
He forgot, huh?
Next time.
Yeah.
He can't. Next time.
Note to self.
Yeah, I'm hungry, man. I'm like, damn, that's crazy, man. You know, that's crazy. You know, figure it out.
Okay.
Better imagine some food, you know.
That's a trip. That's definitely a trip.
Yeah.
What you got out right now, like, music-wise? What do you have out right now? Any new releases?
Like I said, we just dropped City Guy Forgot, came out 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
And that's doing great. It's doing numbers right now. We dropping a features project, me and Shan, and it's with all the features I've done.
When do that drop?
That's dropping beginning of March. So I got like Royce the 5'9", that's the big homie out in Detroit. Sada Baby, a lot of the Band Gang cats, Band Gang Lonnie, Biggs. I got Cash Kid on that. I got Lexi Moraine, she hot out of Detroit from the east side.
Okay.
Man, just a whole bunch of people on that CD, man. They all show me a lot of love. So, you know, we put it together and we about to do it.
So you get ready that good run, huh?
That's gonna be the big one right there.
How many videos? What about as far as videos off of the project?
Video, we got City Guy Forgot.
Okay.
We got My City. We got Secure the Bag. So that's another single that's really
a good
going
one.
crazy.
Secure the bag. I like that concept.
I mean, it's exactly
it's mandatory.
What it's about.
Yeah,
you got to secure that bag, man.
Secure the bag and protect your peace.
Yeah. Man, listen, I've never learned so much about energy until like the last few years. And, you know, I told mom, like, not saying this, but
and how old are you?
I'm How old I look? Give me age.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'll probably like what, 24?
Okay. So
Okay, that's what you're gonna
so
run
this
with.
is what we're
Okay,
rolling
I
with.
respect
But
that. How old I look?
I don't know.
50. I'm 53 though.
It's man. I hate saying this because it's so cliche. Black don't crack
Unless you're doing it.
unless you're doing it.
Yeah.
You feel me? So, but so we basically back to the energy.
Okay.
So I'm so big on energy, and it's like I told my mom, I said I love y'all to death, but I will cut anybody off to preserve my energy. You have to get to that point.
You have to.
Because once again, their problems will become your problems. Now you sitting over there stressed for 10 hours thinking about something they ain't even got to do with you, trying to figure their stuff out while they chilling. You know what I'm saying? So I just
they not
learned,
worried about it as hard as
listen,
you are.
if it just even as men, like I used to, we ran the streets. You feel me? So you learn how to beef. I hate to say it's ignorance, but you learn how to beef. So I had to unlearn and learn how to communicate. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So now if you mad at me and I can't have a mature adult conversation with you as two brothers, two men talking, then guess what? My brother, we don't need to speak. It's not beef. Hello when I see you, but we just don't need to entertain each other at this point.
Yeah.
And that's, like I said, that energy is just so serious to me, bro.
It is.
Like
it's
I do
real.
Every Wednesday I fast from social media. I fast from just everything. I just music, everything. I just need to have a clear head, listen to God, speak to me, read my word.
That complete day,
just
no music, no
nothing.
no
the
nothing.
Whole day. I don't want to
Shut
do
down.
nothing. I shut
fast.
down. I do that every Wednesday.
Okay.
And I've seen a difference in everything, improvement in my relationship,
Okay.
in my growth. Just, I don't consider myself religious. I consider myself more spiritual. You get what I'm saying? So really, you got to shut down from everything to build yourself back up.
Okay.
You got to break yourself down every day.
Okay. And from you doing that, do you see a difference?
Yes.
Big difference?
How I handle situations. Like I used to have my mom used to say I have a terrible temper.
Okay.
And that's what got me in a lot of bad situations.
Okay.
Just flying off the coop. You make me mad. It's not, oh, let me talk to you about this. Man, I'm about to bust your head. You know what I'm saying? Now it's more like, nah. You start thinking about too many other variables.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's have a conversation, my brother.
Yeah.
Let me tell you why you made me feel this way. But
a
lot of people
let's
don't
get
respect
communication and get an
Man.
understanding behind it.
That's really the conversation rule the nation. And that's real. I got homies, my brother, all of them, they locked up and they telling me every day, like, these dudes is calling me, telling me how to move because they know how to move. And like they say, little disputes turn into this from you not handling it as a man. And as a man is not cracking somebody's head. It's, yo, can I talk to you for a minute? You feel me?
But you got to grow into that,
man,
not cracking head. I'm Compton, born and raised, so definitely. Oh, yeah. You know what I mean? You had to grow into that. It don't happen overnight either.
And like I said, it was so many situations where I reverted back to the old, pulling up, it was about to be what it's about to be.
Somebody pulled you out of character.
Pulled me out of character. And, one day, man, this cat, man, he pulled me out of character.
Uh-huh.
I had to pray. I said, boy, I wasn't worried about this.
Yes.
I just know if this happened, I'm going to be in there.
Yeah.
You feel me? Over what?
Yeah.
You talking too much?
Too much to lose with nothing to give.
Yeah, and that's really like now even how I move, man. People been getting their heads cracked out there so often right now. It's just I had to learn, like, even not going certain places.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day, we used to be like, man, we don't need no security. We rolling. We got everybody with us. We good. Everybody strapped. But now it's just like, why even put yourself in that predicament? If I'm about to go somewhere and I got to do all of that, I'm just not going at this point.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but that's a part of that growth and learning.
Definitely stay on that. Stay on that. Always follow your first mind. For sure. What's next for you?
Man, just I know we're gonna be working on Shots season 2 coming
Okay.
up. When City God Forgot, we're doing a major tour with that. We got New York.
When do that
run.
start?
That's supposed to be in April.
In April.
Yeah.
Okay. Album drop in March.
Album drop in March. City
April.
God in April. Shots in April.
Let's go. Okay.
Right now, like I said, we're just pushing the Fire and Line book. We pushing the single City God Forgot. Getting ready for the features.
Mm-hmm.
And man, just all of it. Like, it's a blessing.
Okay.
Just to be able to wake up and do what you love doing, get paid to do it, travel off of doing it, have great partners, backing you in doing it. And it's the best feeling
A
in the
solid
world,
team
bro.
is important.
Yeah, best feeling in the
Your
world.
surroundings, definitely. And whoever's in the circle, man, it's always got to be where you look around and you don't have to guess,
Don't
or
gotta
second
guess.
guess, or anything. You already know. That
Oh.
way, if the outside try to bring that bad energy in the inside, you
See, they'll kill it.
It's bull.
Like big bro, Shannon, that's how he is. Like I call, like if he, what how you feeling today, and that's his favorite word. How you feeling today? And I'm like, man, I'm good. Just da da da. And he like, listen, man, you can't let stuff get to you.
Yeah.
You gotta shake that stuff. You don't even
You
need to
have
open
to.
that door. Then he go to tangent. Like he like you a boss. You don't explain yourself. If you feel the way, go with that. You know what it is. So he be giving me these pep talks. Like that's my
Okay.
coach in the morning.
Okay.
I be drinking my coffee, talking to bro. I get off the phone like, hey, I'm ready to take on the world.
Yeah, because if you
You know what I'm
crack
saying?
that door, that bad energy is getting in through
That's
the
terrible.
seam of it.
Just a little
And
piece
this-
of it.
Yeah, and now you out of character.
Yeah.
Whole day. You like, ooh, like man, like they forgot.
Yeah, like, but see, I think that's the pride part that be getting to me sometimes. I said, they must have thought I went soft, huh? Had a kid, they think and they could just talk right. I'm gonna show you something, Then, like I said, that last situation I was in, it was big over something just like that.
Okay.
And after that, I knew my heart wasn't right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, it's you just gotta, like I said, but you gotta get out while you can. If
Yeah.
you still can before it's too late.
Yeah, and everything you do got to make it make sense.
You gotta make it make sense.
Mandatory. It's very important. Got to make it make sense. What's the point?
There's none, man.
No, okay. And then you said being in the military. What you say when you were
My mom's husband.
yeah, but I forgot what country you said you lived in.
Germany.
Germany. So you speak German?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Speak die Deutsch, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Get to counting on you, I zwei, drei, vier, fünf, sechs, sieben, acht, neun, zehn. You know what I'm saying? This gate is this.
And what do that mean?
Count it. How are you? What's your name? You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay.
Shykester was my favorite word growing up.
Yeah.
That shit. That's the first thing we did is learn how to cuss in German.
Oh, okay.
Say,
He kept saying that.
oh man, we go home as soon as my mom says something, Shykester. She be like, what is that? Nothing.
Nothing.
You know what I'm saying?
It mean cool.
Yeah, we good, mom. We good. Shykester.
You speak any other languages, or
That's it. I've always
okay.
wanted, like my stepmom is Mexican.
Okay.
So my sisters is half. So they speak, my pops, they all speak Spanish, but that's the only thing I can't, I'll be under, the only word I learned in Spanish is when I came out here and I was like, I just want to know how to holler at the, some girls.
Spanish
I'm like,
girls.
yeah, te ves bueno, mommy. That's the only thing I know.
Well, at least you learned that.
You feel me?
You learned something that you could, you know what I mean, take with you and run around with you.
Man, look, that's the only thing I needed. I said the rest could do the rest. So.
What's let's say right now, if you was to jump on a plane, where's somewhere that you would want to go, like a different country? What's one spot that you really looking forward to visiting?
I gotta visit. Like my pops right now, he in Africa. He always want me to come out there,
Okay.
but I said that ain't where I want to ever go.
No? Why
Never.
not?
I never had the desire, bro. I never had the desire.
You wouldn't want to go see it? No? I mean, is there any reason?
Just don't. You want to eat
Just not
this
those
or you want to
vibes.
eat that? I don't feel like eating this today. I just never had no desire. Just not there.
Okay.
And all people always like, oh, you sound crazy. That's
Well, when you
that's the
say want to
motherland.
eat, well, you don't sound crazy. You know what I mean? You can make your own decision. But when you say eat, I mean, because, they got good and bad out there.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, where my dad live is crazy. It's beautiful. Like,
Okay.
it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I just don't have desire to go there.
Okay.
Like, I want to go more like Japan, France.
Japan is amazing.
I want to I like that.
I've been in Nagoya and Tokyo.
See, I want to go to Tokyo.
Oh yeah, it's fun out
I
there.
like it. Like to me, when I see it, like you a kid watching certain stuff.
Yeah.
And you be like, yo, that culture is cool. Like,
Yeah.
what's that about? Like, now if I was gonna go somewhere, I would go like probably Mecca. Just for to learn some stuff.
Okay.
And see how people really living.
Okay.
But yeah, stuff like that. Mecca, Japan, Italy for sure.
Mandatory.
Yeah, if we going on some we about to go have some fun. I gotta go to. I want to go to the DR.
Okay.
DR for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Let me know.
So
Do I
you
need
gotta
to
do
bring
that.
dollars or pesos when we hit them clubs? You feel me? We throwing something, but for sure that.
How many projects do you have out?
Man, we have a ton. But see, I gauged
Singles or
album, like
albums as
I was
well?
doing a formula. We was dropping single after single every week,
Okay.
and we did that for like 2 months straight.
Okay.
And that's what started really picking up attention.
Yes.
But I'm one of them people, like it's no point to keep dropping if we might as well put all that energy into one big impact.
Mm-hmm.
So that's, bro was like, let's slow it down. Let's come out with the feature CD.
Okay.
That's really what we pushing. The City God for God, because that pushes the movie, that pushes the merchandise. So
It's
stuff, back
everything
to
all at
what you
once.
just said, making sense.
Yeah.
Like stuff got to make sense, or there's no point in doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Every single you drop with a video as well?
when I was doing that, no.
No?
I would drop so I did it 2 months straight.
Okay.
So the first month I dropped one video, my apologies.
You good.
The second month, or the first month, I drop a video and a song.
Okay.
Then it'd be 3 songs.
Mm-hmm.
Second month, video with the song, then
Mm-hmm.
3 songs. So now it was just like, after I dropped City God Forgot, and that came out 2 weeks ago, that's just, I'm concentrating on my energy there.
Okay.
Then once we dropped the feature CD, that's 12 songs on there.
Okay.
That's gonna give them a lot. And like I said, it's with some big names. Like I say, my guy Royce, he's always showed me love. One of my favorite MCs, actually, Sada. That's the turn up king.
Okay.
So it's gonna be a great thing, man.
That's good.
We got a lot of things in works.
That's good. At any time of you growing as an artist, a musician artist, have there ever been a point or at a time in doing your career you ever had an ego? Egotistic? You ever?
They flew me out to Vegas,
Okay.
and I was supposed to meet up.
Not Vegas.
I was supposed to meet up with Floyd. This was Universal.
Okay.
I was supposed to meet up with Floyd.
Okay.
His daughter ended up being in my video.
Okay.
And he didn't come because he was shooting dice or something, they said. But then it was, I'm hanging around a lot of, just everybody chained up, iced up, everybody got money. Then in that time, it was like, yeah, my ego was, you know what I'm saying? it was like, you can't tell me nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Like, this is it. I
Yeah,
know
watch
what's
your
up.
mouth, you know what I'm saying?
Watch how you talk to me.
Yeah, talk with some respect, boy. But then other than that, man, I've always for real been humble, because I think just moving around, growing up, I seen that it could be 2 sides. You can either have a lot or you can have nothing, and I've been a product of both. So the ego was never to can I say shitting on people? It was never that,
Okay.
but it was about more so like knowing the growth of where I've came from
Mm-hmm.
and where I've been. And I'm not gonna let anybody belittle me or
For
tell
sure.
me what I'm not.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So it was more of that when I had the ego, though. For
Oh,
sure.
okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever went through that where, cats that was in the game and
What?
look at you like, oh,
Man, listen, I was in a room, and this is a while ago for a man passed.
mm-hmm.
I'm in a room with a few people. I come in there with my daughter. I'm looking like just a regular pops. You feel me? I got the shorts on. I'm just chilling. Like I was on some chill stuff.
Lounge day.
Yeah, I was with Helliva.
Okay.
And the dudes was in there, they just looking at me, they all in the industry, like, who is this nigga? Then next thing Helliva get to talking. He like, this my, oh yeah, Rob, man, I'm so proud of you. You out the streets. I remember you used to be wild with that pistol, da-da-da. Now they like, oh, what's up, big homie? What's up, homie? And it's like, man, our game's so crazy, bro. It's like you gotta have these accolades before they even respect you. And they gotta know about you. But me, I'm like, I don't care. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't.
Mm-hmm.
That's that. I'm living like this now. That's what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a lot of stuff. Like we were just talking about this on the way here. My man was like, yo, Rod, you need to write a movie about your life.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, nah. It's like we was taught not to talk about a lot of stuff.
Yeah, true.
But now it's the cool thing to talk about a lot of stuff. But
Well, at least a documentary, you just can't include everything in it. You don't want to incriminate yourself.
Yeah. I got a documentary coming, and it's it started off as the behind the scenes.
Okay.
But the guy that's doing it, he was infatuated like with a lot of stuff. He's like, man, I'm just infatuated with your life. Let's just talk. So he sent me the copy the other day. It's some behind the scenes of the film, but it's more about my life, my personal stuff. I'm like, but it was dope. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, it went with everything. It tied all in together.
You got to think that's what the City God Forgot About is. That's the whole. So when I started writing movies,
okay,
it was to do something pleasing to God. I feel like I was out here raising enough hell. So what can I do on this other end to kind of you know how you try to wash away stuff you done?
Mm-hmm.
And I know it sounds crazy. I ain't gonna say it sounds crazy, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I was
Yeah.
like, what can I do? I'm like, I'm gonna start doing these movies and it started off as plays.
Okay.
I said, I'm gonna put messages in all the plays. So the whole thing behind City God Forgot, you know, I was getting a lot of flack about that. Like, y'all got an upside down cross, and what you mean,
Yeah.
City God Forgot? But that's the point. I wanted to draw your attention because the message is this:
Mm-hmm.
God didn't forget about us.
Mm-hmm.
We forgot about Him. Look at COVID. When COVID happened, a lot of us, from entertainers, athletes, musicians, people with blue checks and a billion followers, thought they was here.
Yeah.
God shut everything down. There was no more
The
basketball
world
games, no
shut it
more
all down.
musicians.
Yes.
Social media was just
And people was having anxiety.
that's where it started to me. A lot of it. But you know why? Because we didn't give him enough glory in the stuff we were doing that he said, I'm gonna show y'all. He that was a wake up call. And that's actually when I got back into reading my word more. It was a wake up call.
Uh-huh.
Like, we think this stuff is so on lock. We ain't oh, we good, we can do this forever. Man, he'll shut it down in the blink of an eye.
Fast.
Fast.
So what
And it
you say
happened.
with the like you said, washing, pretty much washing sins away. So what you say with the movie, that's kind of like one of your ways of giving back.
Giving back.
Like, let me put a
put a
message
message.
out there
Yeah.
now. Okay.
And let me, I'm don't get it wrong, because you got a lot of believers. Oh, what you mean? You can't buy for you. But meaning, when I say wash, I don't mean it in that aspect of wash away. Because
Yeah.
we saved by grace first and foremost.
Mandatory.
So
I'm a suicide survivor, so.
and I remember we talked about
Oh yeah.
that.
So
So
trust me, I understand that.
You get
Yeah.
what I'm saying? We're saved by grace. So it's just like, this is just still my way of contributing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So like I say, the city God forgot is, like I said, it's not about God forgot about us, but we forgot about him. And like I say, that's where I feel COVID and everything came into play. He put a what they call him, he put a plague upon the land so strong it swept the whole world. Everybody was
felt
scared,
it.
thinking they
Everybody
died.
felt
People
it.
committed I know people that
Yes.
committed
Yes.
suicide
A
during
lot
the
of
time.
a lot of
They was
people
depressed.
did.
Relationships was broke up.
Yes.
People I thought was the toughest people in the world was showing signs of anxiety and oh man, I just and you like, dang, this is crazy.
With panic, like it put a lot of people in panic mode.
Yeah, man, people didn't even know how they was going to eat. Couldn't go to work, couldn't do this.
Couldn't pay bills, couldn't do anything.
How I'm going to eat? To me, I said, wake up call. Yep, let me get up. I'm about to work out. Hit this.
Okay.
I brought a treadmill. I was on that treadmill every day. Brought some dumbbells.
Mhm.
Woke up, said my prayers.
You
I
did
was
something
the closest-
productive.
I was the closest to God I've ever been, and it was for myself during that time. And that's just because I took it for what it was.
Okay.
A wake up call.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, God always give you warnings before the storm. He give you chances to do this and do that. So
Did you have any like panic attacks during that time? During the COVID?
man, I think I
Or
had.
you kind of was like
I think
stable?
I had one,
Yeah.
but during the praying and reading and working out,
Okay.
and I said, it's just like.
Do you remember that day that you had one?
Yeah, I was just like, I just feel like everything just started spinning.
Okay.
But I had so much going on in my head at the time because we was at the break of like renegotiating my contract. Label was supposed to drop a bag behind us. So it was like, it was just out the blue. I was supposed to go to New York for a release party at in Times Square with This Is 50. And we geek like, yo, it's over. We about to do this. You already get to planning out your year. Next thing you know, no, COVID. New York ain't let nobody fly. This. It was just like,
They shut it all down.
hold on. Okay, so if I can't do this, I don't make this money. If I don't do that, then I can't do this. If I don't make that money, I can't buy this. If I can't buy this, then and you just start feeling overwhelmed and exhausted. And it was a time during quarantine where I was out of it, bro. Like, mentally, physically, I was exhausted.
Okay.
And I was just like, oh my goodness, like, I don't. And that's when I just said, you fool. You know what I'm saying? You crying over little stuff. It's people out here that ain't even got a place to live. They ain't got nothing
that
to
was
eat.
living on the streets
You
during
feel me? When
COVID,
this happened.
while you still had a roof over your head.
So I said, I'm sorry, God. I had to repent. I apologize. I got right, man. Got back in that word, got to working out. And I said, yo, this is the best time to take this time and just build myself.
Okay.
Hit my people up, check in on people. Life too short. It was like a second chance for me.
Mm-hmm.
So, a lot of people hated COVID. In a form, I enjoyed it. You know, everybody was right there together for once. Forget your busy schedule, forget this, forget that. We was all together, and
Yeah,
that's the
because
part I
it
did.
kept a
And
lot of
you know,
people in the house,
it
and
did.
that's what brought them together.
It saved a lot of relationships.
Yeah,
It might have destroyed some,
it destroyed a lot too.
but
But it's sad that it take bad things to happen to bring people together.
it's no different than a funeral.
Definitely,
You feel me?
for real. Something
But
take a tragic.
in these situations, you either gonna rise above it like the phoenix and
Mm-hmm.
become this warrior, you're gonna be
Mm-hmm.
strong,
Mm-hmm.
or you're gonna sink with the ashes and fall. So it's all about who you
Definitely
are as a
not
person.
sinking. Yeah,
Nah, we're gonna rise above it.
mandatory.
Use it as a learning tool, a lesson, and get
Mm-hmm.
back on it.
And stay on it.
That's it. That's what they mean. If it's
every
stuck,
day,
it's stuck. You feel me?
every day. And one of my major quotes, man, I can't express it enough, is a hospital not the only thing with patients.
Dang,
You can quote that.
I like that.
You can quote that, definitely.
that.
It's important because a lot of people look at it, like whatever it is they into, they get frustrated because it's just not moving fast enough, and
See,
they would give up on it.
and you ever see that thing on Facebook where my man be having that thing? He drilling a wall. He drilling a wall.
Oh, with the diamond?
Yeah. Then he stopped drilling.
Yeah.
Cause he like, I'm done. Then it showed all he had was one more crack to get to it.
Gigantic one.
Yeah.
And the other cat, he right there. He kept drilling.
Man, I look at them cats like, you gotta, like, I tell everybody, like, you just gotta look at all these people. Like, these last 2 years I've made the most money with music, with movies. And a lot of people told me, "Oh, you ain't gonna do it. This is
They
too much."
told you that?
What?
And you still talk to these people?
No.
I would
they
sure
told
hope
me
not.
that. I ain't say we
okay.
was friends and went to dinner
well,
after.
I had to ask that question. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But it's just like, you can't listen to, that's how I even came out with shirts that said F a can't.
Mm-hmm.
Really said the other word.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we cuss on her or not, but
You good.
oh, it said fuck a can't.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And that's really what it was about.
Mm-hmm.
When I go to school tours, I pass them out like, don't let nobody tell you what you can't do.
Yeah.
Period. Nobody. I don't care who it is.
Nobody.
And if they do tell you can't do it, it's not your friend.
Mm-hmm.
It's that simple.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we got to start speaking life to people in general, to, everybody, man, spouses, people you care about, people that's coming up. We can't keep repeating this death cycle.
No, but that comes with growth. It takes some longer to grow up.
Yeah.
It takes some longer to get it. Just like me with what I do with mental health, with even when I was in the streets heavy in them trenches, I've always been that one that taught the younger homies to do different, be better. Yeah, you see this. I was fascinated by it from my OGs, but it's just always been something in me to like, no, let me show the ones after me. Look, do it this way.
See, man, our OGs.
You live longer, you last longer. I've never wanted no one to be a crash dummy. I've never been that. But I've always showed my young homies,
See, I wish
get
we
money.
had OGs like you.
Get money.
Our OGs went shit. They told us, get a Glock and a rock. That's it. And they would tell us these stories and hype us up. Then we'd actually go do what they talking about. Come to find out, they ain't even do this stuff.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of cats like that. So, it's a lot of cats in the streets now. Even in my neighborhood, man, it's cats that, they've been soft as boiled noodles since birth. And now they out on the block because certain people ain't around, so they being a bad influence on the younger homies. It's like, come on, homie, you ain't live like that. You ain't cut like that. Like,
all these stories,
knock it off, man. Knock it off. All these story you can ever say about being in the hood, homie, is having a beer.
Yeah,
he ain't live this life. Oh yeah, definitely.
Man, it's funny. Like, when I used to come out to Cali, and just even from coming from Colorado, like, like in Detroit, it's really not. I mean, now I feel like it's a new wave of Bloods and all of that, and they've been there, but Detroit always been more about neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got 6 Mile, 7 Mile dogs. You know what I'm saying? They used to have all of that. I mean, BMF. You know what I'm saying? But even before BMF, you had, the Chamber Brothers. You had YBI. So Detroit always had their cliques. So, but, you got cats like that, to me, was more positive. You know what I'm saying? On some, this what we do, but this what you don't do. But it just, it just depends, man. But, like, my personal OGs, they was terrible, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Like I say, they got us hyped off these stories. Now we feel like, we got to go be like them or one-up them and do something crazier. Which, like my little brother, he locked up, he doing 18, you know what I'm saying? got caught up in the wrong time at the wrong thing. You feel
Mm-hmm.
me? But it's like then you
He
looking
was
at these.
influenced,
Um,
heavy, bad influence,
man,
or just living that life.
we was doing a lot.
Okay.
You know, like I'm different. I don't look at stuff as, I was a gangster or I was in the streets, because I wasn't. I was operating off of pain and hurt. You know what I'm saying? And when you identify that, that's like that would cause you to do things. Like I remember, got into it with some cats before, pulled up, they told me they was gonna do something to me. I
Mm-hmm.
pull up, yeah, what's da, da, da. And it's just like they like, dang, he gangster. But no, I was really operating off
I
of
take
hurt
threats
and
personal.
pain. But I didn't like it was a point in my life where I didn't care if I lived or
Mm-hmm.
went to jail.
So
You know,
even though you grew up in a household where like moms make sure
mom was
everybody
great,
was
man.
straight,
It's
great,
it's
y'all
just
was good,
still
it just
it was just still something was missing.
okay.
And
What do you think that was?
man, not having a father, like my
Okay.
father, he was around, but he wasn't in the house. Like he was in Cali. He had I got sisters and stuff.
Okay.
So, I think it was a displaced anger slash hatred. Like, dang, they because
So you held a grudge
I
against
have
him?
yeah, but you really don't learn until you get older what it really was. You get what I'm
Okay.
saying? But
Because you went off what you were told.
not even that. Just as a kid, like for instance, I could have a kid in the car doing 50, they gonna feel like, yeah, we was just doing 100, because it just feel really fast.
Mm-hmm.
But your perception of life is different. When I was a boy, I thought like a boy. Now I'm a man, I think like as a man. You get what I'm
Okay.
saying? So it was just a misunderstanding of how I just feel in general.
But what did your mom tell you about your dad?
My mom was solid, bro. She never
Okay.
back talked about him,
Okay.
and
Okay.
she never did all of that.
That's what
You get what I'm
okay.
saying? She always told us, even when we be mad, like that's still your father.
At the end of
Stuff
the
like that
day.
at the end of
Yeah.
the day. But it took me until I got older to really understand that. Cause
Okay.
like I was beefed out with my pops, bro. Like on some, I was mad at him. I ain't talked to him, you know. And I was talking to this older cat, and he was like, "Yeah, I was beefed out with my dad too." I'm like, "What happened?" He passed away. We ain't talked, and he said, "It still break my heart. I can't even talk about it without crying."
Yes.
And it just something just hit me. I called my pops like, "Yo, man, I love you, Dad." You know what I'm saying?
Let it go.
Let it like I had to, cause it wasn't really all this stuff just be under misunderstandings, bro. You know what I'm saying? And even if it was the truth or it's not the truth, I'm just not for holding no grudge against nobody,
That's
man.
what's up.
I can't. Like it's not my heart. You got to really do something heinous for me just to be like, oh, okay, and it's with me. That's with my kids. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm the only people I'll go sit down for right now and not think twice.
Mandatory.
But other than that, it's just like, man, life is too short. People dropping like flies, man.
Every day.
My uncle in Memphis, he just passed away last week.
My
And
condolences.
it was crazy.
Wow.
I got booked for a show in Memphis with the coalitions.
Mm-hmm.
And they like, yeah, come on. I'm like, oh, that's perfect. My uncle out there, I could stop by, pop up on him.
Wow.
Man, a few days later, my pops
Wow.
called like, yo, Uncle George died. I'm like, huh? Like, yeah, that's crazy. We always think we underestimate time. And we think we really have real control, but we have no control of time.
You don't.
So
And you don't. And,
value it.
some people, man, treasure the money. I treasure the time. Time is precious to me. Because you could, like you said, you can have it, lose it, get it back, but that time you'll never get back.
Man,
It's
I
gone.
damn near blew 100 and was trying to scratch my head figuring out where the 100 went
Mm-hmm.
just to get it back to spend more. Then it's like that's when you start learning money is money. It come and go. If you're a real hustler, you're gonna get it.
You're gonna get it.
If
It's gonna come back.
It's gonna come back.
And every time you bounce back, it's gonna be better.
But the one thing I regretted was never losing the money or getting it back. It was the time I wasted, the energy I wasted.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's what's up. What's up, man? Definitely. Man, it's OG Cuicide, man. OG Cuicide in the building. My loved one, my family, man. Young Ra. Make sure y'all continue to subscribe to OG Cuicide in the building. Keep sharing, keep commenting. Go to OGSuicideInTheBuilding.com. Get your merchandise. Holla. Peace.